meters from the entrance. And the entrance is 2.5 kilometers from the Sun Pyramid. So this was actually the map of the Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids. Now, another interesting hill in Bosnia, which 3 years ago I called the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon. That's all I saw at that time. And then I wrote a book called The Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, Discovery of the First European Pyramids. And I claimed there that I discovered 5 pyramidal structures in central Bosnia, which will be followed by the network of underground tunnels. Of course, most people, call me different names. Well, guess what? 3 years later, it seems that I was right just about everything I wrote in that book. So, the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon. One triangular side, and this is perfect west. The other one, perfect south, perfect north, flat top, and we have eastern causeway. The height, 190 meters. The Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan is 74 meters high, 74. It looks huge. The Khufu's Pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Egypt, is 148. For the longest time it was considered the tallest and the biggest structure ever built. This guy here is 190. The Sun, 220. Let's take a look at a similar hill 150 years ago in Teotihuacan, what is today known as the Pyramid of the Moon. The same look. And this is the Pyramid of the Moon in Mexico today. Magnificent structure. Before, now. Let's go back to the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon. We have opened about 45 sections on the Pyramid of the Moon from the very bottom all the way to the top, on western side, south, and eastern. North we have not touched because during the last war in Bosnia 15 years ago, there was a line between two sides here. So there is a sense of adventure here also. So let's see what we discovered. Every place where we did some digging, we were finding the paved terraces, rectangular structures, vertical walls, more terraces on the bottom, shaped blocks, and plates. In other words, this is a huge stone structure in the shape of the pyramid with the perfect orientation. And that's exactly what I claim. I'm not saying we're going to find Egyptian pyramids in Bosnia, or Mexican, or Chinese, or Bolivian, but what we are finding are unique Bosnian stone structures in the shape of the pyramid with the perfect orientation. Now, this pyramid, actually all the pyramids in Bosnia are most probably the oldest pyramids known and surviving on the planet. So it's very hard to find anything similar. The Pyramid of the Moon is some type of the step pyramid. Actually, it consists of layers of terraces. We have sandstone terrace here, we have clay layers, sandstone, clay, sandstone, all the way to the top. Now with the Egyptians, I'm explaining them why this terrace is of artificial origin. It's rather obvious, but like last night somebody said, nothing is obvious, so we have to do some scientific homework first. This is a sandstone, which is very often found in Bosnia, and is used as a construction material. But sandstone is usually, when it is found in nature, on the top it's rather soft and corrosive. As you go deeper, it's getting stronger and less corrosive. And here on the top, it is strong and it is not corrosive. Like somebody brought it here, turned it upside down in order to get this better quality on the top, and then lay them out. Another terrace, this time on the southern side of the pyramid, sandstone again, we have this very interesting texture, like a wave pattern, which we find on all sides of the pyramids. Here we have 8-degree slope. We have 8-degree slope on the western side. We have 8-degree slope on south side. These are some of the places, different places on the Pyramid of the Moon that we found nicely shaped sandstone. All 6 sides are shaped. You see they meet at 90 degrees, vertical walls. And now again, when I started 3 years back, Anthony Harding, who was leading the European Archaeological Association, said it is all natural. Dr. Zahi Hawass, who's leading the Egyptian Supreme Council for Antiquities, said this is all natural. Now, should we believe to the people who have the positions and titles and who, for some reason, don't want this to happen, or should we believe our own eyes? I understand very early that what we need to do is we need to open our excavation to everyone, because that way we're going to get friends. People come and they see what we do, and they get convinced, and then they talk to each other. They talk to media. First couple of years, 2006 and 2007, we've had over 400 visitors from about 80 countries in the world. When I started this lecture, I said that a new magic of archaeology is coming to the scientific world. And this time it's coming from the European soil. 200 years ago, Napoleon went to Egypt, and what he really brought back were the books and books about Egyptian pyramids. 100 years ago, the British finally discovered one pristine tomb in the Valley of the Kings. And now, 100 years later, we got these archaeological discoveries, but this time from the European soil, from little tiny Bosnia. Again, behind this handsome man, we have nicely shaped sandstone plates, and we can ask ourselves, natural or man-made? And some more. And some more. Nicely shaped, like a baklava in Bosnia. Again, we have the texture here, and texture there. This is the bottom of the western side. Look at the step. 5 meters away, another step. 5 meters away, another step. And the slope is about 8 degrees. So what they got with the slope and the steps, they have some type of the spiral, like a spiral ramp, which goes around the western side. And then it connects to the south side. We saw the terrace on the south side at the same angle. So we got like a spiral going around the pyramids. The first known structures to the mainstream science are the Babylonians' ziggurats. And ziggurats had the same thing, the spiral ramps going all the way to the top. And it served to transport the material and the people. Now we are close to the top of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon. We removed about 1 meter of soil, and what we found very nice paved terrace, sandstone plates. We opened the hole here to see how the profile looks like. What we found in the hole, beside myself, were the layers of sandstone plates and blocks, or more closely, block, block, layer of clay. Clay again being used as the adhesive material. Block, block, clay, block, block, and so on and so forth. I've seen probably about 300 pyramids in the world, and this is maybe one of the biggest ones. 4 kilometers from the pyramid sites, we found an interesting rounded hill. Perfect geometry. Rounded hill with the body in the back. A mile from here, there is another very interesting hill, or the Tor, how they used to call it thousands of years back. I would say the Tor here and this hill here got the same shape. Rounded in the front with the body in the back. The Tor here is built from clay limestone and sandstone. This hill here is built from the clay and the sandstone. This is the area where we did the excavation. This is what we found. Left